Howdy everybody, Efour here, and welcome back to the channel for Season 4, Episode 4 of our FIFA 22 Youth to Gold save. In the last episode, we were in a great run of form and we climbed all the way up into second place in the league table. Now, since you were with me last, which was at the scouting reports, we've played one game off camera, so let me catch you guys up to what you have missed. Since you guys were last with me, like I said, we played the one game off camera against Reading. Now, I hadn't recorded in about a week, which means I hadn't played FIFA in about a week, and I was a little rusty. We drew that game 0-0. They were 20th in the league, and so I was a little disappointed to not come away with that with any points. We had a couple of opportunities, but like I said, I'm a little rusty. So hopefully today, this game against West Brom, I won't be as rusty and we can get 3 points. But over this international break that you guys can see in between these two games, Frank Baker was also called up to the United States squad along with Smith and Graham, and Schafer was also called up to the Germany team again. So now we have, I think that's 6 players who've been called up to the national team. So our team is starting to get a little bit of international acumen and experience within them. So hopefully that's going to carry us up, continue to push up the top of this league, and hopefully get automatic promotion in the championship season. Let's go check out the league table. So that draw saw us sitting 2 points behind Norwich. They've played a game already, so we have a game in hand, but they're 5 points ahead of us. If we can win this game, we will still be 2 points behind them on 36 points. Now, West Brom is in 12th. I brought you back for the 2 best teams this month, and it looks like everyone we're going to be playing has dropped. Where's the other team? Who we're going to, Middlesbrough, who we're going to play at the end of the month, are now up to 5th. So that should be a good game. But we are going to take on West Brom. They're in 16th position, 25 goals for, 23 against on 26 points. They're 6 points out of the playoff spots, and I know that they're fighting hard to get back to the Premier League. So let's go check out the team before we hop into this game. So for this game, we have Smith in goal, a back four of Ojeda, Bishop, Lundberg, and Taylor. Villalba and Nelson, the midfield pairing, with Schafer, Carlson, and Graham, the attacking 3 behind Baker. On the bench, we have Mohamed, Jonassen, Bennett, Menendez, Nilsson, Wilson, and Bloxham, who actually in the last update got a picture, so now we get to see his beautiful face. But we're going to hop into this game. In the last game against Reading, Carlson had 2 big opportunities, and he missed both of them. Really, it was my fault, but again, we're going to blame the players, and so it was Carlson's fault. But we had 2 opportunities that we missed within the 18-yard box of the opposition, so we really need to make the most of those today. So let's go hop into this game and try and get 3 points. And here we go. We are in, and we are at home. They're playing a 5-2-3, so we might find it a little difficult to break them down at the back, but we're going to do our best. Like I said, I am a little rusty, so hopefully I can figure that out in this game for you guys, because I only had that one game off camera to get kind of back into the rhythm. We're going to rip that with Carlson, and he's stopped before he even has the opportunity. And let's try and win this back. And Carlson, oh, it looks like we're not gonna. Come on, make a bad pass. And they break us down. It looks like they're moving up the pitch. Pushing into our half here down our right side. They're getting quite a few overloads already where we feel like we're missing some players. Fortunately for us, they throw that or pass that out of bounds. That's a terrible pass there from Taylor. They rip it. Smith makes a great stretch to save it. And let's try and play some smart soccer. Get out of here. Get it up to Villalba. We'll go into Baker here. And we're going to go... I thought Carlson was going to make a bit different of a run. He didn't. And they do get over Nelson there. Our midfield, like I said, is small. Mike Nelson is 5'9", and Villalba's 5'7". Luckily, Villalba can run for days like the road runner. So he has a lot of energy, but those balls, 50-50 balls in the midfield, we tend to lose those rather than winning them back like we did when we had Crespo. Now, what a beautiful pass as they switch the field. I overrun it with Taylor. They pass that in, and Lundberg and Bishop are equal to it. And we're going down the wing here to Graham, and we're going to go back post for Carlson. He can't quite get there. Come on. Okay, good. We win that with Nelson. We're going to go in here to Villalba, and he's going to rip that, and he doesn't get it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Here's that corner following Villalba's shot. I really thought we were in with a goal there. Lundberg gets up, doesn't get a great contact on it. And we'll go into Taylor here and rip that. It is blocked. Tries to pass it back without success. I have Nelson here trying to press, and they break it down. Now, West Brom is not a bad team this season. I know they're in the mid-table, but at the beginning of the month before we played that game against Reading, they were in 7th or 8th position just outside the playoffs. So they must have lost their game, but I don't want to sleep on them. They seem like a very good team. So we need to keep our wits about us. Get this into Schafer, and he has the inside track, and he can finish it with the Thierry Henry opening the body, curling it around the keeper just like he used to do back in the day for Arsenal. What a goal from Schafer. We're up 1-0. And here's that pass in from Villalba. Schafer gets the inside, comes in, opens his body, and curls it opposite side. No chance for the keeper. Now, I do have my mic in a different position. I'm trying something else out. So hopefully the audio on this video sounds good. We'll have to wait and see. Schafer's in again, and he's going to do it to him again. I don't think Carlson's going to be called there for offsides, and we're going to hit him with the worm. Deadfish worms are back. Let's go. I'm so glad we're actually scoring goals, because in that first game off camera, I was really nervous that I was going to be rusty and lose all these games. Nelson runs it up, passes it into Schafer, who is just too fast. Carlson is 100% offsides. Probably shouldn't be allowed, but it is allowed. We're up 2-0. Now, a player that I do want to give a little bit more game time to is Bennett in the midfield, because we have Villalba in. The only reason I'm not starting Bennett currently is just because of his defense. It's not near as good as Villalba's. So I want to get a little bit... Oh, Carlson, is that a foul? Okay, thank you, ref. But I think I trust Villalba more than Bennett with his defense. So we'll just have to wait and see if Bennett can force his way in. Again, I'm nervous to start him, but that is the halftime whistle. We're up 2-0, so let's go get into this second half. Going back out to Schafer there from Villalba. We're going to go get him. Nelson couldn't quite get him, but he'll get Baker in here. And he's going to go back post for Graham, who's probably not tall enough to get there. I thought Baker could maybe head that down for Nelson. He was unable to get up to it. But I do need to really be rotating some of these guys in who are on our bench, because as we've seen, Menendez is done developing, Jonassen's done developing, Cook's done developing. Jonassen is shocking to me just due to the fact that he played every game. It wasn't like he was on our bench not getting the game time. His potential must have just given out, because he should have, in theory, he's offsides. He should have, in theory, continued to develop. Unfortunately, he didn't, so we got to use Ojeda at left back, but Ojeda's been playing really well. And I think the main reason Ojeda has been playing so well is due to the fact that his pace is 81. Again, Jonassen's a good little defender, and he's going to be good depth in the Premier League, considering we can only buy one player and get one free agent. We don't have all the good play from Lundberg there. We don't have the luxury like other teams of... He's offsides? Yep. Come on, Graham, stay on sides. We don't have the luxury like other teams of just buying a bunch of players. So we're really going to have to pick and choose maybe our weakest area and figure out where we need to strengthen it. And then we're going to have to choose... we'll strengthen it with the transfer that we can do, and the one free agent we'll have to figure out. But I'm really not sure yet what that area would be. We have a lot of young midfielders, but if we get to the Premier League, we're going to need some reinforcements, because our team is good, especially our starting 11. But I am honestly not sure if they're good enough to stay up in the Premier League, and that makes me nervous. That's a terrible back heel, but Baker's going to win this again and give another one into Carlson. And Carlson is going to rip that in. Baker's there. Get it. We can't get the kick away to put it in the net. Ojeda's there to steal that. We'll give this back to Villalba. Into Nelson. Can he get there? He cannot, but Schafer's there. And they give it to him because it was off the defender. I thought it may be offsides. We'll hit him with the knockout punch. Way to go. 3-0 Efour United. It breaks down. Nelson tries to get in, but it goes off that defender. He slots in a great assist for Schafer, and he pounces on it for his third of the game, completing his hat trick. So with our 3 subs, we're going to bring Nilsson in on the right for Graham, Menendez comes in for Carlson at center attacking mid, and Bennett slots in for Mike Nelson. Like I said, I want to get Bennett more game time in the center of the park. Nelson tires fairly quickly, and in the games where Nelson's good and Villalba's tired, I bring Bennett on pretty much every game, kind of in the same role that Villalba had last year, where he was always on the bench and always coming on for every single game. My other subs can depend on who's tired and where we need some help, but Bennett, more often than not, comes on. We're going to try and develop him, and I'm hoping that he can be a key player for us in the Premier League campaign. And like I mentioned, Bennett being a key player for us in the Premier League campaign is going to be down to him getting this game time now so that he can get that development while we're down here. Ooh, good pass from Nilsson there. Menendez sends it into Villalba. We're going up to Schafer for his 4th of the game. Can he do it? And he can. I don't even have another celebration. Let's try this one. What are we getting? Oh, yeah. The backflip. Way to go. Schafer has 4 goals today. When we get to the January episode, I will show you guys the stats like I do, and then at the end of the season, we'll check the stats out again. But Schafer having 4 goals today is definitely going to be pushing him near the top of our goal-scoring charts. Beautiful play. Villalba slots it in, and Schafer bends it around the keeper. Beautiful. I think that is now 2 assists for Villalba. Menendez played Villalba in, and I'm pretty sure Villalba was who played Schafer in there. Having a great season, and like I mentioned in the last episode, he really is slotting into that role beautifully, and Schafer couldn't really get that pass off how I want him to, but it does make me sad for Crespo. I was looking at Crespo in the squad screen, and if I'm not mistaken, he has gone down 1 overall, which breaks my heart. Now Villalba's time to get on the score sheet, and he can't. Hits it wide. He is definitely not a scorer, but he's getting a lot better at dribbling and passing and defending. We will get his finishing up, and he's going to be a filthy midfielder like Crespo was last season. Out to Schafer here. Can he get 5? Oh my goodness. We're going to hit him with a dead fish again. Just disrespect. Go to sleep, Schafer. This is too easy for him. Oh my lordy, we are spanking West Brom, and this feels so good. Goes into Baker, and he just sends it out to Schafer, who is too fast yet again. He is something else. I really hope we can keep him for this entire save. He is the talisman of this team, the Cristiano Ronaldo of our squad, and man, do I want to keep him. And that is the end of the game. The final whistle is what I was trying to say. We win 5-0, and Schafer got all 5. He had 5 shots, 5 goals. What a crazy game from Schafer. Like I said before that game, we are 2 points behind Norwich with a win. So now we got to push on. I think we have maybe 2 games off camera that I'm going to play really fast, and then we'll be back for the Middlesbrough game at the end of the month, who currently sit in 5th position. They're 4 points behind us, so they are not far off. Barnsley in 3rd position are not far off either with 34 points. We've really got to start getting some separation from those teams, or we could have a late season heartbreak if we start to hit a wobble. So let me go play those games, and I'll see you in just a moment. Another international job offer, this time from China. Again, like always, we're going to reject it. We're looking for the United States job ideally, but we would also take Colombia or Sweden, the other 2 youth countries that we're scouting for youth prospects. So sorry, China, we are not taking the offer. Since you were last with me in that 5-0 win against West Brom, we took on Derby County. Now in this game, we went down 2-0 in the first 15 minutes. When that happened, I thought I was in for a rough day and really stressing because the top of the table's close, and I'm trying to get some separation from the chasing pack off the top 2 positions. And so when I thought we were going to lose, I was really stressed out. But we turned it around. We got goals from Schafer, Baker, and Carlson to win that game 3-2. We then took on Plymouth Argyle in the league, and it was an entire team of second-string players. And I've said that in the past, and I've recognized that you guys may not know exactly who or what our second team looks like. So I'm going to throw it up over here. It's Smith in goal, Jonassen at left back, Mohammed and Bjorklund the center backs, and at right back we have Cook. The midfield pairing is Bennett in Rivero. The attacking three behind the striker are Nilsson, Menendez, and Wilson on the right, and up top we had Bloxham. Now in this game, Logan Wilson scored 2 goals from the right wing, and Nilsson scored a goal from the left wing to win that one comfortably, 3-0. I was honestly very proud of our second team for going in and dominating like they did to rest up our first team players for this game today against Middlesbrough. So before we hop into that, like usual, let's go check out the league table. We're still 2 points behind Norwich, but looking good. We're now 6 points clear of third place. Who is Middlesbrough, the team we take on today? Now, if Barnsley or Nottingham Forest win their game, they will end up being 39 points, but if we can beat Middlesbrough, it creates that much more of a gap between us and the chasing pack. So we're going to go in today. They did fall out. They were in 5th, I think, the last time you guys were with me. They fell out all the way down to 8th, I think, or maybe 7th, and now they're back all the way up to 3rd. They've been having a great little season. They're a dangerous team, but we got to go take care of them, take care of our side of the street, play some good football, and try and go get 3 points. This is the team we're taking into the game. Smith in goal, a back four of Ojeda, Bishop, Lundberg, and Taylor. Villalba and Nelson, the midfield pairing with Schafer, Carlson, and Graham, the attacking three behind Baker. On the bench, we have Mohammed, Jonassen, Bennett, Menendez, Nilsson, Wilson, and Bloxham. Crespo's still injured. Makes me sad. I really feel like he might be losing his place. Even if he loses his starting position, he will have a spot in our team because he's such a well-balanced player. I'm really hoping that we don't get a notification that he's done developing. But like with King, with injury like this where you're out for 8 months, it really, really hurts their development. So we'll just have to wait and see. But today, we got to go take on Middlesbrough and try and get even farther up the table. And here we go. Now, I did notice that Middlesbrough up top, their right striker, they're in a 5-3-2. Their right striker is Valerian Balogun, who is an American international. Well, he hasn't played for the American team, but he is committed to the American national team. And he is from Arsenal, so that's why I'm highlighting him, because that's my team. And I don't... Oh, wow, what a tackle. And that's a straight red to start the game in the 5th minute. Paddy McNair, what a name, getting sent off for Middlesbrough. And here's that free kick. I'm just going to try and whip it in over here. I don't know if this is going to work. It not. But I was saying that Balogun played for Arsenal, which is my team. And I don't know if you guys follow soccer, but it was a very disappointing last match day. Really, the last 4 matches for Arsenal. I'll be on my soapbox for just a minute while I talk about it, and then I'll stop. But they were 4 points ahead of Tottenham, their biggest rival, and they played Tottenham and lost, and they still had Champions League qualification in their hands, and they bottled it by losing 2 games. Schafer shots blocked, and now Arsenal finished in 5th, and Tottenham finished in 4th. That's enough about that, but as an Arsenal fan, that was crushing. Here's that corner after the sad moments talking about Arsenal. And we're going to whip this into Lundberg. Can he get ahead to it? He cannot. And we have Villalba picking this up. And that's a terrible pass from Villalba. I know I'm controlling him. And here they are pressing into our penalty box. Balogun here on the ball. That's a goal. Oh, and he skies it. He had turned and got in a great position. Fortunately for us, he skies it over the bar. What I really would love, and we have not had it this much this season, is I want Nelson to make a run, and he did, but it was way late. And he's offsides by Graham. But I really would love a youth academy prospect who could come in and be on our bench immediately. That would really help out our team. We need a player like that. We're going to get this into Nelson, and he's going to try to rip it past the defender. It was very tight, and the defender gets a foot in. Here they are pressing down our left side, trying to find an opening. Oh, and they get around Ojeda. Ojeda's chasing back in, trying to get some... There we go. Gets a leg in. We're going to send... That was I knew when I hit it, it was a terrible pass, and I thought that was in the net. Nelson! Oh, it's saved by the keeper and out for a corner. I wasn't talking because I was focused, but Dropped it back to Nelson. A little too close to the keeper. Let's get this corner in here. And no one can get their head to it. Schafer's here to collect it, and he keeps control of it. We're going to try a little skill move there. I really wanted to get him in on his right foot, and it's a poor pass from Schafer. I need to remember that they're down to 10 men. We should be destroying them. I had completely forgotten that we have an extra man on the pitch. So we really need to focus up. This would be such a bummer to drop points against a 10-man Middlesbrough, but I've done it before. Talked about it before. Whew. And they are looking dangerous despite being down a man. And we have Carlson in here. We're going to give this into Villalba, over to Baker, into Schafer. Is he on sides? He is. And he curls it around. The classic Schafer on his right foot, hitting him with a dead fish. And there it is. Efour United's up 1-0. We win the ball back. Carlson plays it over to Villalba. Baker passes it up to Schafer, and Schafer curls it on that right foot around the keeper. Here they are coming down our right side, and that is the halftime whistle. The boys are playing well. We are against 10 men, so we have no excuse to drop points today. Let's get into this second half and see if we can snag a couple more goals. Now, I have been very impressed with Nelson. He's still 16. I just can't believe that we have a 16-year-old starting for us in the championship. He's a great little player, and he's making a run. I am going to give it to him. Give it out to Graham here, and we're going to rip that with Graham. Poor decision probably, but if Villalba can win this, it won't look so poor. And Graham's there, and he can't get the goal. The keeper is equal to it, but Nelson at 16 years old, already a 70 overall. He is just going to continue to get better and better for us. He's been such a good snag for us. Carlson tries to curl it around on his weak left foot, and he misses it. But as I was saying, I am very, very impressed with Nelson. Great season from him thus far. Came in, we took a roll of the dice selling Pereira to bring Nelson into a starting role, and man, has it paid off. He got a goal in his very first appearance, in the very first game of the season actually, and hopefully he can get, can't get the cross. Get up, Nelson. That's Villalba into Nelson. And it's saved by the keeper again. Get this corner into the area. See if someone can get their head to it. We don't have any big boys to be able to win those. We're going to give this to Schafer and rip it on his right foot. And it's just over the bar. Schafer wins that. We'll give it back to him. We tried. Did not come off for Baker as I planned. And they cut it out. Now considering they're down to 10 men, we have not dominated this game how I would have liked. It's still only a 1-goal game. Making me a little nervous, especially now as they move into our half again. But I am confident in the boys. We've been playing so well. Oh no. Great save from Smith. Oh, he is a beast. He's now up to a 77 overall, which is huge for us. That's a Premier League level goalkeeper. Not a good one, but it is Premier League level. It's good enough to take us into Premier League. I'm going to run with Bishop just because I didn't have any other options really. We'll give it back to Schafer. We'll give it up to Baker, and he's going to be in here. Oh, and he misses it. I tried to curl it. I thought he'd go to his right foot. He goes to his left. I should have just booted it across. It's just wide. But I was saying before they almost scored there that those drop points against Reading are hurting us, because if we would have won that game, we would be tied with Norwich at the top of the table. But instead, we are still 2 points behind them. They're not dropping a lot of points. The good news is now that we've got our feet under us in this season, in this league, we have not been dropping points much either. But we have to capitalize, and we really can't afford to drop any points if we want to try and push for the title. It's going to be a challenge, and here they are pressing down our right side. I have Graham out here playing defense. Bola, I'm pretty sure that left back also came from Arsenal, if I remember correctly. And we're going to send this up into Carlson because he is not going to get it. Yep. Graham. And Graham belts it. And Villalba gets a foot in. It gets back to the keeper. And we can't get a goal there. There we go. We got Taylor, Baker, back to Villalba. We'll go down to Carlson, into Nelson. And he gets another shot saved by the keeper. I really thought that he was in on goal. Well, he was in on goal, but I really thought he'd put that away. We've used no subs this game, just going with the first squad. And Taylor gets his head to it, but he's pretty short. Can't get it into a goal-scoring area. And Lundberg is there. And we're going to get this up to Baker here. Get that into Baker again. I was trying to go to Carlson. We have the ball here, and we are looking good for a win. We'll give that to Baker, and it's saved yet again for a corner. I'll take the 1-0 win, but I was really hoping today that we would be able to pile on the misery when we win up a man. But that is the final whistle. We win 1-0, and let's go check out the league table. So after that win, we do move to the top of the table. Now Norwich has a game in hand. Let's see who they play. They play Swansea, who currently sit in 16th. So I'm not holding my breath. I expect Norwich to beat them, but we're right there at the top. Barnsley and Nottingham Forest both lost their games as well. So now we are 9 points clear of third position, sitting in first currently, but if Norwich wins, we'd be back down to second. But we're 9 points clear of that third position, which is huge. We're in December. We're going to be getting into the part of the season where sometimes wobbles can happen. Hopefully we continue to fire on all cylinders. But let's go check out the scouting reports. Hinga-dinga-dargan, you know what time it is. It's time for the scouting reports. Here is a look at our youth academy. We have a couple of decent players. This Bruce Jackson guy, depending on his potential, I'm not sure. He's 17. He's a 58 overall. We might just bring him up and sell him. Another reason to do that is because if there's Americans or Swedish players or Colombians and we're not going to use them, if we can sell them early, hopefully they can develop and become good players for their national teams. So this is the squad. We've been through it. We've talked about these guys. I'm really excited about Olafsson. He looks like a great little player. His agility is really good, and he's 6 foot. So I really am banking on him maybe being our backup striker at some point with 89 to 94 potential. Again, we've talked about these guys in detail, so let's go check out the scouting reports. It's happened yet again. No youth prospects at $1 million of value or more. We have really hit a dry spell in this season, and it might even stretch back into last season. We've really struggled to find those guys. Again, we have a lot of players. We're looking good. We have depth. Maybe we bring some of these guys in and just loan them out rather than selling them. We'll just have to wait and see. But it is a bummer that we keep missing out on youth prospects. If you have enjoyed that, leave a thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn that notification bell on. These videos come out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I am streaming over on Twitch every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 4 to 7. Now, this is coming out on Wednesday, and when this comes out the day before, on Tuesday, will be the first day that I'm streaming with my wife. I'm teaching her how to play World of Warcraft, so if you're interested in that, come check it out. In time, that will be on the YouTube channel. It's just going to take some extra time when I can edit those, but it's going to be a great time. We're both excited. It's going to have lots of laughs. There's probably going to be arguments. It's going to be great, so come over and check that out. As you can see, guys, our team is still developing. Schafer's an 84 now. Carlson's 77. Who else has gone up in this episode alone? I think Ojeda maybe. Smith's gone up. The team is looking awesome. I'm enjoying this team's journey through the Crucible. Until next time, Efour out.